The situation now are calm, but that's after the conclusion of the second phase of Israeli security and Israeli settlers' incursions of the day. Some 800 Israeli extremists raided Al-Aqsa Mosque today under heavy protection of Israeli security forces. And according to Palestinian medical sources, at least 16 people have been wounded after Israeli security used stun grenades, rubber bullets, as well as tear gas. And according to Palestinian sources, at least 50 Palestinians have been reportedly arrested from inside Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. This comes after a suspension of Jewish visits and foreign visitors to Al-Aqsa Mosque compound that started some 2 weeks ago and ended today. Palestinians are accusing the Israeli government and Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett of changing the status quo. And the tension continues to rise. Just moments ago, the Palestinian Hamas faction in Gaza issued a statement saying that the settler incursions are a serious escalation and direct provocation, threatening a comprehensive explosion for which the occupation government bears full responsibility. But also the Palestinian Authority Foreign Ministry issued a statement putting full blame on the Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett, saying that his policies are going to create an explosion and continue to increase the tension here in occupied East Jerusalem. These storming and the continued incursions by Israeli police as well as settlers are threatening the fragile calm that we've witnessed in the last few weeks, may be leading to even bigger confrontations and more violence in the occupied territories as well as occupied East Jerusalem. The continuation of Israeli restrictions and violence and storming of Al-Aqsa Mosque, thousands, probably tens of thousands of Palestinians are converging on Al-Aqsa Mosque in occupied East Jerusalem today in a scene that we haven't seen, to be quite honest, since the beginning of the holy month of Ramadan. And despite a week-long violence and continuation of Israeli ultra-Orthodox radical right-wing nationalists storming Al-Aqsa Mosque at least twice a day in the past 6 days. Today, no Jewish worshippers or visitors to the Al-Aqsa Mosque taking place, and that won't happen for the next week. And this is probably why we have seen this convergence of Palestinian worshippers to Al-Aqsa Mosque, despite this morning's clashes and 31 wounded, according to the Palestinian Red Crescent. Among them, at least 3 journalists, and 2 are in serious conditions. But this Friday is unlike the last 2 Fridays this month of Ramadan. Tens of thousands of worshippers are packing Al-Aqsa Mosque in a hint that when the security is low or down and the restrictions are less than what we have seen, worshippers will pack Al-Aqsa Mosque. On the diplomatic front, we are seeing an American delegation visiting Israel and the Palestinian territories. They've met with Israeli Foreign Minister Yair Lapid last night, as well as President Mahmoud Abbas, who has called on the U.S. administration to act immediately, urgently, calling them to protect the Palestinian people and to take serious initiatives on the ground in an attempt to revive the negotiations between Israeli and Palestinians.